Most people compare Google Workspace against Microsoft 365 feature by feature, but that misses the real starting point. The question is which one actually fits how your team works, not what a spec sheet promises. Google Workspace is a browser-first experience built around real-time collaboration inside Docs, Gmail, and Meet. It's a pure cloud environment, whereas Microsoft 365 still leans heavily on local desktop apps. Microsoft 365 brings the full Office Power Suite, desktop applications, enterprise email, and a deep security framework. Both cover the essentials, but they feel completely different day to day. Let's talk about real-time collaboration, because that's where things get interesting. Google Workspace perfected multiplayer editing years ago, and docs or sheets still feel silky smooth with multiple people typing at once. Microsoft 365 has closed the gap a lot, but the experience often feels a step clunkier, especially in the browser. It's not just simultaneous typing, the comment and suggestion system is more intuitive too. That seamless vibe is why so many teams lean toward Google. For pure collaborative speed, I'd hand this one to Google. Now there's something a lot of people overlook: raw document horsepower. If you're building financial models with complex Excel macros or formatting intricate legal documents in Word, Microsoft 365 is in a different league. Google can open Office files, but formatting frequently breaks, a deal breaker for many. Google's editors are excellent for everyday work, but they stumble on heavy desktop class tasks. This is where Microsoft clearly dominates. Alright, what about security and admin controls? For small teams, both platforms give you solid basics. But the moment you need data loss prevention, advanced threat protection, or detailed compliance reporting, Microsoft 365 pulls noticeably ahead. Google offers these capabilities too, but its strongest tools are locked behind enterprise tiers you have to call sales to access. Microsoft's tight integration with Entra ID and Defender streamlines identity and threat management across your whole org. If you're a small business, Google's out-of-the-box controls might suffice, but as you grow, Microsoft's integrated approach saves serious time. For businesses that need to lock things down, I'd give the edge to Microsoft. Let's get tangible and talk pricing. Neither has a perpetual free business plan, but both let you try before you buy. Google Workspace starts at $7 per user monthly on annual commitment, the cheapest entry point. Microsoft's entry-level Business Basic sits around $6, but that plan is web-only and lacks desktop apps. The comparable Microsoft 365 Business Standard is $12.50, though it includes full desktop apps and a terabyte of storage per user versus Google's starter plan with just 30 gigs. That storage gap alone often sways power users toward Microsoft. For mid-tier value, Google Business Standard is $14, while Microsoft Business Premium is $22. If AI matters to you, Google now bakes Gemini into most plans, whereas Microsoft's full Copilot is an extra $30 per user per month. Enterprise pricing is custom from Google. Microsoft lists E3 at $36. I'll drop links in the description, especially since Microsoft is shaking up their packaging soon. So who fits where? If you're a startup or remote team that practically lives in Chrome and craves zero-friction collaboration, Google Workspace feels like home. If your business runs on Excel, Outlook, and Word, and you need that desktop muscle, Microsoft 365 is the obvious path. Solo operators just wanting professional email and simple docs will dig Workspace's $7 plan. Creative agencies and marketing teams tend to reach for Workspace because it's quick and fluid. Consultants and freelancers who occasionally share complex Excel workbooks should tilt toward Microsoft. And if you're in a regulated industry with strict compliance needs, Microsoft's enterprise stack is the safer bet. My take: for most lean teams that prioritize speed over feature overload, I'd go with Google Workspace. But once you cross 50 employees or face heavy document demands, Microsoft 365 becomes the smarter long-term play. That's where I draw the line. Hope that clears up the real decision. Check the description for deals. If this gave you a fresh perspective, hit thumbs up. See you next time.